Well, welcome, welcome. We are. Ooh, listen to that. We are in Jamaica, Manley International Airport in Kingston. Landed here yesterday after a short flight from Grand Cayman. And we are bound now for Turks and Caicos. About a 320-mile flight. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the airport name, but it appears to be Providenciales. Providenciales. Anyway, the reason I'm making a little short part 1 takeoff video here, and if I knew how to video edit, I would just string the takeoff part to the approach and landing part, which I'll make later. Anyway, is because I find it very invigorating that at long last I have lightning. This makes me happy. In all my travels all over the place, I've yet to encounter thunderstorms. Just a trick of timing on my part. But we do finally have thunderstorms, so I'm happy about that. All right, so we're going to just make sure our wind option 2 is activated on the PFD. Only thing I'll comment on here is that the weather in sim is apparently wind's calm. I mean, I'm looking at the wind indication here. It's 2 knots. It's like a little bit of a tailwind. Anyway, my point is just that the METAR for this airport in Jamaica shows winds out of the east at 20 knots. So go figure. Still some modeling issues or accuracy issues with regard to weather. Anyway, I'm just going to do a short video here of our takeoff and climb out through this thunderstorm. That should be interesting. I'm hesitant to screw around with the weather radar just because I have a sneaky suspicion that that has been the reason for some of our, or both of our only twice has it happened, but in both of those instances where we crashed a desktop, I was fiddling around with the onboard weather radar. But by the same token, gosh, you know, in this type of a takeoff situation in this kind of weather, having onboard weather radar might actually be useful. So I hate to not be able to use it. Very interesting. You see, it's all cloudy and dark over here, but on that portion of the island, north and west, it's sunny. So I like that. That's good realistic modeling in terms of a tropical storm, which this clearly is, because if you look at our outside air temperature is 29 degrees Celsius, so warm out. Okay, let's see what it's like to take off in... Doesn't actually appear to be raining here, but it's raining out there, dead ahead. Here's our flight plan, by the way, up to Turks and Caicos. We are going to overfly Cuba very slightly. I suspect we'll probably go on damn near over or near Guantanamo Bay. I think MUBC is Guantanamo Bay. Anyway, I did some research, and you actually can overfly Cuba. You just need to get a overflight permit, which naturally I've already arranged for. So, let's get going. Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed. Remember, I love this plane. Oh, this is interesting. I changed the I changed this in sim to 3 Whiskey Bravo, and now it's not correct. All right. Well, since this isn't my plane, I can't very well take off and fly off to Turks and Caicos. So I'll tell you what. Let's just do a circuit. VFR. Let's cancel VFR. Let's cancel IFR. Whoops. I've been cleared for takeoff. Let's cancel it once we get up. I'm sorry, but I just cannot fly in anything but 3 Whiskey Bravo. Nose coming up, nose coming up. There we go. Positive rate, gear up. That's irritating that it didn't take the ATC call sign input. know what that's all about. Flaps up, retracted. That's cool.
Sierra Alpha contact Kingston Center on LNE 28.1.
I'm gonna go old school here and just hand fly this. What do you say? Since it's not my plane. Sorry, but it's not my plane.
Kingston Center, Donner Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is climbing through 900 feet for 7,000 feet.
Donner Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Kingston Center. Continue to Amigo as planned.
So we'll just,
Altimeter 29.85.
I don't know, what can I theorize here? ITT. Temperature a little high. We'll just theorize that we wanted to sample another person's TBM on a little quick, short flight. Anyway, we're at 2,500 right now. Bring the throttle back. Cancel IFR.
Kingston Center, Donner Golf Sierra Alpha. Cancel IFR at this time.
It just feels weird. It's not my plane. Wow, that was cool.
Donner Golf Sierra Alpha IFR flight plan is canceled. Resource service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR.
Let's
Frequency change approved.
wait for this to update here. Nearest.
Manley approach Donner
Gotta
Alpha
pick nearest
Sierra
airport
X-Ray
list.
Golf Sierra Alpha
Wow.
type Donner TBM 94 miles southeast of Manley. Request flight following.
Oh, God almighty. Sit through this crap. Let's level off at 3,000.
Squawk 0,
Trim the plane a little bit so I don't have to fight with the stick the whole time. Wow!
Sierra Alpha radar contact 5 miles east of Manley, 3,000 feet.
That was a cool one.
Altimeter 29.85.
Copy Donner Golf Sierra Alpha.
Okay, listen. Nearest airport list. Norman Manley.
Manley Tower, Donner Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is 6 miles east with India to land.
Donner Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Manley Tower. Make left traffic.
Left
runway
traffic.
LNE 2. Altimeter 29.86 wind 09er 2 and 4.
Almost went IFR there, didn't we?
Make left downwind runway ONE2 Donner Golf
Came real
Sierra
close to
Alpha.
that cloud going IMC, which is a big no-no. Okay, so they want us to make left traffic, so we'll make left traffic. I really hope that this isn't some bug where I can't enter my ATC call sign, because that's important for me. After all, we're talking about the ongoing adventures of 3 Whiskey Bravo. Not nearly as stormy in this direction. There's the runway right at about our 10 o'clock, if you see. I'm hand flying it here, so I can't go do my usual mouse pointer stuff. Interesting, I'm seeing the white-green light out there. About 11 o'clock signifies an airport, but I don't think I even knew there was an airport there. There's a little road down there. On the bottom left center portion of the window, you see the road that takes you to the island from the airport. We're flying our downwind right now, and our direction is exactly opposite the direction we took off in. We're in a descent on 700 feet, 500 feet per minute. We'll turn base left in a second. I don't know, this just doesn't feel the same not being in 3 Whiskey Bravo. But I have a responsibility to the aircraft that I'm borrowing from someone. Yeah, that's what I'll say. I wanted to just do a comparative analysis of whatever this aircraft's call sign is. I think this is like the Microsoft default call sign, which is not an American one. It doesn't start with N. ASX, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha. Boy, that's a mouthful. All right. I'm going to turn base, but not yet, because the aircraft, or rather the airport, if you look at the MFD screen, the middle screen there on my instrument panel shows that the airport is off my left, directly off my left. Actually, about 8 o'clock now.
Charter Golf Sierra Alpha clear to land runway LNE2. With 0907 at 3.
0907 at 3. Yeah, that is not what the
Clear to
METAR
land
shows.
runway LNE2 Docker Golf Sierra Alpha.
Buy a little more real estate before we turn base. Okay. Take our left turn. Watch that descent rate. There's that light down there. I don't see an airport there, though. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I'm right over it. I don't know. I can't mess around here looking because I'm handling this airplane. Let's get that gear down. Never did turn the inertial separator off, so that's not an issue. There's the airport. Intercept that final approach. I see 4 whites on the poppy over there on the left. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it, but I can't zoom in on it because I'm flying this plane. Let me trim us a little bit more. There we go. Flaps fully deployed. Still 4 whites on the poppies. Too high. Airspeed's good though. Trimming a lot more than I normally do. Boy, that airport is at sea level. Goodness gracious. You get a big wave, that thing's covered up. There we go. Now we got 3 whites, 1 red. Now 2 and 2. Pull back on the stick here. That's going to slow our airspeed down, so monitor that. Back to 2 and 2. Lined up. 1 and 3. 1 white, 3 red, so slightly low. 2 and 2. There we go. That's cool, the lightning effects on landing. Idle. Flare. There we go. All right. Well, let's go see if the ATC call sign bug is something new to contend with. I hope not, because I need to fly only in 3 Whiskey Bravo. This was just borrowing somebody else's plane. Honestly, if I'd seen that it was the wrong tail number right here when I loaded it up the sim, I wouldn't have even made the vid, to be honest. Alright, well, I think this is the same exit I took yesterday. Make a left here, break out the old rudder pedals again. Come on. Oh, I forgot the sensitivity bugs got fixed. I just downloaded patch 3. So I should actually, that's another reason to go back to the main menu. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that because I can fix my rudder pedals. Alright, that's it for now.
121.7 Docker Golf Sierra Alpha.
That's it for now.